Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nova War.
And Maximus Black.
And we are here bringing you, I believe this is a diamond level game.
I have no... Yes.
Yes, it is.
And it'll be up top right of the screen.
You almost confused me.
No, it is.
All right. That's good. It's good to know. I'm not lying to you guys out there. But yeah, this is a diamond level game. We are looking at, I believe this is, if I'm not confused and half retarded, this would be Lost Temple.
Yes.
And because I have screwed that up before in the past.
Absolutely.
And this is Akatora, here, the red Zerg, and down bottom here in the close position, we are looking at Piodd or Piodd, something.
Piodd.
Piodd. He's something.
He's odd.
He's
today.
odd. He's odd. I like it.
There
I like
you
it. I like it. He's odd. So yeah. Anything that we should be noting here in the close positions for this match?
Not terribly. I mean, the Zerg, if he was going to rush, I guess this would be the best positions to do so. One thing that I don't like about this Overlord is that he's running it all the way up to the top here. I don't know if he's taking that over to here, which I don't think he is. Usually, he is taking one over here as well. So, okay, I'm not mad. And it looks like...
okay, all right, you're not mad. That's okay.
Yeah.
I was going to be very upset with you, but now it's cool.
We're cool now.
We're still friends.
So it looks like they're doing some scouting, each of them, so that's a good thing. I guess before this game really gets started, I want to get everybody to check out our newest When Cheese Fails, Episode 6. If you like it, thumbs up.
Yep.
Comment about it. Basically,
Word is, it's pretty funny.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah. We're having a lot of fun doing them, and
yeah,
as long as we keep getting good ratings from you guys, we're going to continue to do them.
Definitely.
So yeah, so check that out if you have time. Also, the Bronze and Silver tournament is going to be next Saturday.
This Saturday.
Is it this Saturday? No,
I
today's
just lied.
the 16th.
It's the 16th.
Yeah, next Saturday, February the 26th, and that will actually be casted live on our live feeds. And we do have high definition, so be there or be square.
Well, yeah, you can call that high def.
Yeah. And what else do we have going on here? Oh, we also have a contest going on as well if you want to win a free copy of the North American Starcraft, the full version. Small contest on our channel, so go check that out as well. And I guess that's all the advertising I'm going to do. d2dgamer.com. That's it.
There. Yeah, we've run the gamut. We've now come full circle.
So one thing that I want to take notice is
Fast expansion.
Fast expansion by, is it Akatori?
There's no E there.
Oh.
That is Akatora.
Akatora. Doing a fast expansion, not uncommon at all for Zerg. These are diamond players, so I mean, these guys know what they're doing for the most part. The Zerg actually behind by 6 for drones compared to probes. That's kind of normal because you got to take into consideration that
He took the hit for making that expansion.
Absolutely, he's got to get that expansion, and you also got to remember that in order to build structures, you got to use drones as well.
He also stole Odd's gas.
Yeah, so he's putting down an extractor on the gas. This is a really effective way to piss off your enemy. And some good players won't, and that's another thing right there.
Cancel it and put it back.
Canceling and keep putting it back. Just before it finishes, cancel it and then rebuild it. But one thing that it does several things. For one, obviously, they can't get the second gas, so their gas is hurting, especially if they want to go to that 4-gate. It definitely slows down their gas production. Also, I mean, this guy here is doing a good job at not really panicking and taking all kinds of drones and stuff like that and wasting valuable mineral collection. But instead, he's just saying, you know what, go ahead, have fun with it. I'm going to go over and take care of it when I need to take care of it. A lot of the time is, though, especially at lower level leagues, your enemy will go absolutely crazy and take like 4 or 5 probes off the line.
We've seen all the probes come off the line before.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? It really does. It slows down your enemy. Not a lot, but it definitely helps.
Yeah, and when you do that against a Protoss, especially if you go in there, and as a Zerg player, if you have fast expanded, what it does is it affords you a smaller, or just a little bit of time. If he is doing something like a 4-gate, which seems to be what he's doing here,
yep.
Getting rid of that second gas kind of limits the units that they can get out of that 4-gate early on. And so, while it might not stop the push time by a great deal, it does affect the unit composition of that 4-gate push. And so what you're probably going to see is a little more heavy in Zealots, unless he withholds a little bit more time. But if it is a normal 7.5, 8-minute push, you are going to see a lot less Stalker and definitely less Sentry because of the gas intensiveness of that unit. And what that does is allow something like Ling to be much more effective, and even Roach to be way more effective.
Yeah, I was just about to add on that, and you basically said it. So, yeah, he just chucked down in the simulator as soon as that finished, because you can tell he's hurting on gas. He only has about 100. But what Adam said is absolutely correct. And a lot of the time, the Zerg players will actually take both gases, and that forces the Protoss to either, waste guys to kill those off, or go heavy Zealots. And when you get Roach, you can kite those very easily, and you can really take minimal damage from a 4-gate. But enough about that. It looks like he is going to do a push, and this is a really decently timed 4-gate. He got it about 7 minutes. He does have his warp gates up. He doesn't have as many Stalkers or sentries as maybe he would like to have.
I think about the same amount of Stalker. I think it's a sentry count that's a little low. You can see he's just got 1. Usually it's 2, 3. Sometimes you even see 4 sentry coming out of a push like this.
Yep.
Something I do want to point out, though, is that we just got 3 more extractors down for Akatora. He was on 1 gas place there for the entire match up to this point. And so he's essentially, like you're seeing, resorting to Lings. Something else I want to point out is when he had that extractor down there, it looks like he might have saw a little bit of chrono boosting going on those gateways, and so he probably could have assumed a 4-gate kind of scenario, and that's why you're seeing all of these spine crawlers, which is good, because if they weren't there, he would be in a lot more trouble than he is now.
Oh, absolutely. When you're a Zerg player and you're getting that fast expansion, you're against a Protoss 4-gate, you need to have some sort of defense, unless you are extremely good at microwing and keeping on that creep to get that speed advantage. It's really, really tough because, as you guys know, 4-gate is a destroying opening, and especially against Zerg. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're in a lot of trouble. And as you can see, I'm going to call him Tori because I just have a hard time with names. He's doing a great job at laying down the spine crawlers. Now, there's not a whole lot of... I guess there's 5 spine crawlers there. But not only are the spine crawlers going to help you with defense, it's also going to get into the head of your opponent. And he's thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't go in there.
Yeah.
Even though he maybe could take it out.
Yeah.
And it kind of puts this doubt in your opponent, and basically what he does is he just keeps building up units, allowing you to tech and allowing you to get that micro advantage, or not micro advantage, that macro advantage when you have that second base.
Yeah, and what we're seeing here also is that while Odd came up here and had him Akatora held up in his base, essentially, get map control, he put down that expansion. Very nice timing with that. I really like seeing something like that. Something else I'm going to point out is we're seeing a Spire come down here for Akatora. Very nice. If you're seeing a Stalker-intensive build from a Protoss player, often what you're going to want to do as a Zerg, especially if you've delayed gas up to this point and you're heavy on Zergling, is that if you get a couple of Mutalisk and Zergling against Stalker heavy is super effective. And even if you have a whole lot of Zealot, unless they have charge, to that point, Zerglings are still fairly effective in large numbers against Zealots in that case. And so it's a very strong counter to this kind of thing. He's even getting +1 attack for his Muta, which is obviously a very smart move, especially at this point in the game. We're about 11 minutes in. I'm actually surprised I haven't seen Odd, unless I've missed it, get his +1 attack. And what you were saying about the spine crawlers, the only other thing I wanted to say is that it allows or disallows a surround by the Zealots on those Zerglings if they hold the line there, which is huge because essentially what it means is that since the Zerglings are faster, they will get the speed advantage and the surround before the Zealots can.
Absolutely, and what Adam was saying about the Lings and the Mutalisk is, I mean, and look at that, nice harassment over here, and what this is going to do, it's either going to force Blue to go down or force him to attack, and it looks like we got a Templar Archive going for
Akatora.
Akatora is the Zerg.
Sorry. Odd.
For Odd, we're calling him Odd, which is a good play. I mean, if you have the gas to do it, but he has absolutely no gas, so I mean, it's kind of not a smart move. And it looks like these Muta are coming up. He didn't do a whole lot of damage. Forced him back.
For sure.
Exactly. But what Adam was saying about the Lings and Mutalisk, and basically the Stalkers will try to attack the Mutalisk up top. And meanwhile, the Speedlings are doing some serious damage on the ground, especially that they have that speed. And basically, it's a deadly combination. I mean, I'm never ever going to give you advice to go Mutalisk against Stalker. Absolutely not.
No.
But if you have, a
lot of Ling.
If you have a lot of Ling underneath, or even a lot of Roach, they can do damage. And I mean, Mutalisks are always good too because you can run away from the battle, go down and do some harassment, and just do harassment while you're in the battle. It's these guys know what they're doing.
Oh yeah, definitely, and you can see the drone count is higher for Akatora here, and so what that allowed him to do there is essentially focus all of his larvae on those lings to help hold off that attack, and now he has map control again, and essentially what he's probably going to do here is he might expand a second time, which I think he just did right there. That is excellent. As soon as you win that and you've taken out all those units, you know you have map control, and as Zerg, super important, of course, to stay ahead in the macro game, and so Akatora is basically doing everything right at this point. He's got the counters down. I'm surprised we haven't seen anything come out of those warp gates for that Templar archive yet. At this point, a couple of High Templar to get rid of anything really, because High Temp against Zergling, if you hit it right, Psystorm is going to absolutely desecrate a whole lot of Zerglings. And here we go. This is going to be absolutely huge.
Yeah, this is a huge battle. The only thing about the Templar Archive is he built it. It's going to cost him 200 gas to do so, but he has no gas, 150 gas per Templar.
Well, that's
and
unfortunate.
And then he would have to get the Storm as well, which is
Exactly.
another 200 gas. So he kind of built that for no reason because he just doesn't have the gas to do it.
Too much Stalker.
And here we go, and it looks like all these Lings breaking into that wall. Odd here tried to wall off, but it was just a little too late. A great timing push by Akatori, and it looks like this could be GG here. D Zealots going down. And now no more probes over there. The Mutalisk now
Here
coming
comes
in.
the Muta.
And this is only going to seal the deal. And there it is. And a nice GG as well.
Yeah, of course.
Solid game.
It's a very solid game. I really liked what I saw on both sides here. Of course, this being a diamond game, you do see lots more solid, just basic level play. And by basic, you say basic, but everybody forgets to do the minor things. It's the timing for when to expand, the timing on when to counter, and all that kind of that thing. When to know when you have map control, what units to build for what counters and stuff. These are all things that you see definitely at higher levels more effectively. And you know what? Just like Brood War, Ling and Muta still incredibly effective, especially against a Protoss in this scenario.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we picked this game because a lot of people have a hard time beating a 4-gate.
Yep.
And I thought this was a good way to stop it. And I mean, it's not like this guy was an amateur 4-gate. He knew what he was doing. He did everything almost by textbook.
Yep.
He just got a little scared by these spine crawlers, and for good reason. But really good job here at doing that fast expansion and keeping up with the drones. I mean, let's see here. 44 drones.
to 25,
So-
and that's on a 2 base, right? And so they're essentially equal. Well, I mean, we should also remember that those Zerglings went down and took out a bunch of probes there right before the game.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
He was definitely still ahead in worker count. But the big thing here in this match was the scouting that was afforded to Akatora with that extractor.
Yep.
It gave him the inclination, I think, that there was a 4-gate coming. That's why that defense went down, and I think that was probably the main reason why Akatora walked away with the victory here, other than making lots of other smart decisions. If he didn't have that defense up, I think that 4-gate might have either crippled him or won the game almost immediately. Because, like you said, Odd did a very nice textbook 7.5-minute push on that 4-gate, and that is, of course, a very deadly play. But let's wrap it up.
Yeah, I'm tired and my voice is destroyed from the last cast. I won't give it away,
Nope.
but go and watch episode 6. And my voice needs a break, and I got a massive headache.
Yep, and I'm all but going to fall asleep, so if I don't make it home tonight driving, that might be why.
Alrighty.
All right, well, on that happy note, ladies and gentlemen, this has been LAGTV here in beautiful Canuckville, Canada. This has been Nova War.
And Maximus Black.
We love you guys.
Peace.
Peace.